Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video. This is Win, notable Nationals contender, with another notable Nationals contender here. You can introduce yourself.
I'm Kevin, notorious for X4ing at Nets.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. What did you play against your last round, by the way? I'm just curious.
Max Ready, Runic Stun.
That's fire. That's fire. Anyway, today we're going to be playing about end board pieces, hence the title. Um, It's a lot of these fill me with a lot of rage, a lot of rage, a lot of dread when I see them, a lot of annoyance, in fact. So let's move on to our first culprit. Well, you know his name well. This is Ryziel Detonator. This fucking bastard, to be honest, not that bad on his own. Um, but you put a fucking Eclipse Twins under this John, and it's fucking over. That is the most annoying thing to out of all time. What do you think, Kevin?
I am notorious for hating on this motherfucker, man. This guy is the bane of my existence. This guy ruined 2025.
This guy ruined 2025. Even has a cock, dude. It's right there. That's so wild. Yeah, 2+ level 4 rising monsters. To be honest, should you say two? Um, I don't know. I don't know. The fact he's light too, responsible for some sick Metal Tronus shenanigans. But other than that, I think it's you know dog shit card, horribly designed. The fact that it either instantly wins or instantly loses you the game because you like kaiju over it or something. Well, I mean, no one was doing that, but like just horrible, dreadful card. Anything else to say about this?
I think in a format where it was just Ryzel Malice, and then we had like the introduction of like Mitsurugi, like the deck on first release was already good. Like, under draw, it's Detonator Pass. If you open bad, at least it was Detonator Pass. If you got
Right, right.
Ash, Detonator Pass. If you got Imperm, Detonator Pass. Like,
Facts.
you could you
Appaloosa.
could you could drop three hand traps on this deck and it's still Detonator Pass. It's actually just so dog shit disgusting, and you're rewarded because you opened the one of field spell. Like, it literally just backs up your board like insanely well.
That is so facts. That is so true. It was so over centralizing. They could go extend aggregator, make detonator, and you would just cry yourself to sleep. It sucks. Anyway, yeah, that's our first culprit for the end board. Next, we have this fucking thing terrorizing the metagame right now. This is Herald of the Arclight. People who are like just got out of the hobby or something like that might not know that this is a hyper meta threat right now. I'm assuming most people that view my channel probably know that though. And the thing that's most annoying about it, in my opinion, is the fact that it's macro goddamn Cosmos. They printed macro Cosmos on a fucking Omni Negate, and they just like decided that was a good thing to do. I mean, like genuinely, Yummy makes this, and I don't understand how you're supposed to out it. Do you have any notes, Kevin?
I think during the start of the format and pre-Jush, when I was testing like Draco Tail, Crystron, and I was
Right.
testing Malice,
Mm-hmm.
uh, definitely Malice had the best matchup into Yummy, like going blind
Mm-hmm.
because like we're not sending anything from hand or deck to grave, and
Right.
like baiting out the negate was pretty easy because we have blowouts like straight up just like activating in mirror or like activating field spell, because like a lot of the times you should not be letting like those cards resolve, because
Right.
like you want to stop anything that like lets you play without normal summoning, because like technically your like normal summoning is like the best mechanic in most of the decks. That's like the strongest thing you could do.
Right. Right. Think Dormouse or normal summon uh, Ice Ryziel's the one that summons from deck.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
and
So you normal summon, they negate it. It's great.
and also like Draco Tail like folds to this card, and it's also a problem because they're not allowed to play cards like Imperm or Droplet because they need the monster resources. And even if they play Droplet or anything like that, like Imperm, like they're just down a monster
Oh,
inherently.
yeah, that's so true. And you can't even
Yeah,
activate Droplet Pitch Monster under this. Wait, yes, you can.
correct.
Wait,
No, you can't
hand.
pitch
Oh, you
monster.
can't. You can't. Hand or main
You
them.
had
That's so fucking stupid. How did? Oh my. Okay, so it
so
just checks Droplet. That's so fucking stupid.
your like your best case scenario was activate fusion spell.
Yeah.
And then if they don't chain link too, then you like drop it, send the spell card, and
Right.
then like they're like forced to negate there. I mean, they're losing the body regardless, right? Or at least they're losing the macro effect.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually so brutal. What an absolute house. And it only has 1,000 attack, so it's kind of taunting you, or 1,000 defense. So it's kind of taunting you every single time it's on the board. You think you can beat over, you go normal summon a 1,200 guy. I'm just like speedroid brain like that. And you go battle phase, and then they flip your board face down because they have the other yummy monsters. What an
Yeah.
actual trash can. What
Yeah.
a fool. And it looks like a damn clown too. All right, moving on to the next one. We got uh, ACAB, especially this fucking guy. K9I7 Ripper. I'm going to be honest. I don't think this card is that oppressive, but I also haven't played against it that much. For a guy who hates on Justice Hunters so much, I haven't actually played that much Justice Hunters, admittedly. I have played some, so don't think my criticisms are not valid. But yeah, you can take it away because I don't know that much about why this card is super annoying.
As a canine abuser, I think this card definitely checks a lot of the stuff. This card
Hmm.
single-handedly
Hmm.
made Fiendsmith a broken engine into a fair engine, by the way.
That's crazy.
Like
That is
the
actually wild.
like by itself, you add Lantern, summon Joko back, and then you make another rank 5. That's just off the bat, right? If you activate a hand trap, you shotgun a chummy. We're setting X Force, we're passing, and then like you still have to worry about X Force, Ripper, and like whatever rank 5 we decide to make with the Zuna Lupus, which is like off of like one draw was like 4 interactions right there.
That's so brutal. Like actually, that's so brutal. Wow. Four interruptions off one thing because of Ripper. Ripper adds. What does this card actually do? Detach one out of K9, right? And it okay. So it detaches one and adds and sets if they activate a monster effect. That's great. Um, and it negates. I can see how this card would be super broken. I won't lie. This card, wow, wow. Um, yeah. What a time. What a time. And it looks like this too. This art, I imagine this art would be fucking impossible to see if there's a secret rare.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's like when the bad bitch tells you to shut up. Yes,
That's
madam.
facts. Okay, all right. Moving on to I think the last one. No, I said this says lastly, but we added one extra one late into the video's life cycle. So yeah, this is our next one, Dragon Tail Femina. I'm gonna be honest, as a Chimera user back in Agov, as you guys know, featured in shout out I Hate My Ex. This is just polymerization. It's literally just polymerization, but a quick effect. And yeah, Chimera Fusion. We know why that's broken. You can make a Guardian Chimera, which obviously really strong. But this takes it a step further in that it's a hand trap. So you can you go fire the Femina, you make one of their guys, or can you make Guardian Chimera? No. You make one of their guys, and then they pop your whole fucking board while you're playing on turn zero. So like, yeah, what the fuck? Did I miss anything here, Kevin? Did I miss any analysis?
I mean, you're not wrong. I think this card is also dependent on like how well they open and also how like well they can like resource loot. Cause like if they open cracked, that's like Urgula plus like that's like double trap set, 5 mana back in hand, and like both fusions on board. Depending what they normal summon, they for sure add Pan Urgula. So that's like a bunch of interactions. Cause usually they're always adding the pops before the negate because usually they're trying just to clear the board because like
Right.
inherently this deck cannot OTK. Usually it puts like 7,800 on board on average.
That's so funny.
Also like depending on the lines, your end board it gets pretty creative because you can SP or seals on top of the fusions.
Right, because you have dragons.
But
Makes sense.
yeah, but like this deck can't OTK you. I don't think I've ever seen this deck full clear a board in engine. Usually it's like the Frightfur package, Shadal's
Hmm.
or King of the Swamp that like helps like boost like the end board. This
Yeah.
card this card is definitely like not not like the biggest criminal, but I think I think cards that inherently let you like make an extra deck monster on your turn should just not be in the game. Like as a canine abuser, Azuna should not exist.
Yeah, facts.
Like this card should not exist. Like
I kind of disagree. Just in the sense of like you kind of saw my Killer Tune video. I really like what is it, Hop-Eared Squadron. But the thing about Hop-Eared Squadron is that it takes like so many resources to set up that it's like dog shit. Like it's completely garbage, right? If you have a Bestial plus it, you could make like Ass Dragon, then you could have made Baron, which is good, but it's like that's not good enough, right?
I have the greatest analogy for that. You're driving a manual car in 2025.
That's so true. That's so crazy. And with that, we'll go on to our next one. This is our surprise pick. This drunken bastard. A little bit of background from me with Baguska. So I dueled against Safi Pegasus at Nationals, and I played his list at Nationals with the 60 card pile. Now, after the tournament, I switched to Speedroid and I found him like just like around, right, at the vendors. Um, and what he did to me was make Baguska, link it off for sequence, go sequence to make the Chimera fusion, Berfomet, the fusion Berfomet, and then banish it to summon Baguska, no materials, defense position on my turn. What fuck was that? Like, that is the most insane line I've ever seen in my entire life. This guy has ruined so many formats. I will not lie. I will not lie. All right. What about you, Kevin? Do you have any war stories from Baguska?
I know there's a line in Rizal where you do like Eclipse Twin, like bring back Baguska for like 4 turns of this like bullshit. And I think Burnaby and Jaden was the only one who ever used that line like repeatedly.
Yeah,
You guys
that
are
makes
both
sense.
operatives.
Oh, absolutely. That's the
Uh,
worst, dude.
I don't know why this card exists, but it wasn't that bad because I was playing Malice. But like if I was on any other deck, I would understand the pain.
Oh man, it's
And
not good.
also like the fact that like Lunalight makes this card like it's nothing is like actually just so absurd. Cause like a deck that was inherently set to just like kill you on like in like 1 turn became like a control deck, and then also while it's a control deck, just like puts like a floodgate in the towers is like
Yeah,
it's
I
kind of
will not
crazy.
lie. The Liger Dancer almost made it onto this list. That monster is so annoying to out. Like genuinely, that monster is so fucking crazy. But yeah, this isn't about Liger Dancer. This is about how Bagusa is the most annoying floodgate of all time. And you always think you can out it. You know, you're always like, oh, there's an SP, but it's you can never out it. That's the best part about it. You always like either you out it super easily and you win immediately because you fool your opponent, or your opponent goes, all right, Baguska, you're like, cool, my hand doesn't do literally anything into this, and it's impossible to out, and it is the most infuriating card of all time. This goes for other floodgates too, right? Like I complained about Tikaboo in the Justice Hunters video, and I stand behind that because goddamn, goddamn. Any last words, Kevin?
I think we hit some good federal agents on this list.
Yeah, I agree. We might do
I
this
think.
again, actually.
Oh,
Um,
also, I have
Shout out
two.
Aries.
I think I have two honorable mentions for like operatives.
Hmm.
One is MTP07 because I feel like
Hmm.
that card literally adds so much interaction because you get stopped as you get stopped. Like usually it's Red Ransom set mirror and then mirror banish
Facts.
Red Ransom summons Rabbit sets MTP and like that. Like it's so hard to die on that when you get like hand
Yeah.
trapped or floodgated. And the other one was like Allied Code Talker, because like there's no way in God's Earth like Konami just said, "Yo, let's give Malice a better end board, and then let's give it a negate banish." Like shout out Konami, honestly. Like
That's actually true. And this is kind of a side note, but some guy at Nationals fucking tributed his own Allied Code Talker after I dropleted to negate the Allied Code Talker. What the fuck is up with that? Why is that a like line that's possible? That's
yeah,
so annoying. Like what? Oh. I guess my honorable mention, which is a card that I can never out for some goddamn reason, and it's one I haven't seen in a very long time. But shout out Naturia Beast for being the most unoutable motherfucker I've ever played against. Um, Naturia is my number one most hated deck. I fucking fuck Naturia. That deck is oh yes, we're heading on Naturia in the Big 25. Anyway, that's all we got for today. Thanks, boss. Go Riff. Stream Wormhole Wonderland. It's peak. Catch you guys on the Flippy.